So one of the greatest exercises I've seen to fix knee pain is called the toe squats. And this has really allowed my clients to fully recover from knee pain and get back into hiking, walking upstairs and downstairs without pain, or just generally running and jumping and playing their sports again. However, it is an extremely dangerous exercise until the proper support structure is built up in the glutes in order to support the knee joint. And in my opinion, I think too many therapists rush into knee over toe exercises to try to fix the knee joint before the glutes, and they end up hurting their athlete's knee worse. So today we're going to show you how to safely transition into toe squats or knee over toe exercises using our glute system. But before we do, I'm going to show you a testimonial from one of my athletes I fixed with severe knee pain.
Well, after I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis in my left knee, had almost no cartilage, and the knee hurt doing everything I tried to do to strengthen it. So at the gym, I couldn't do knee extensions, squatting hurt it. It was hard to walk up hills. Yeah, I started doing the Corexcell program a little over 6 months ago. And what I found was the weakness that I felt in my leg was largely tied to my glute not firing right and being weak, and that whole kinetic chain. So as we started strengthening the glute specifically, my knee tracked differently and I was able to get stronger and do things. Yeah, and I'm not even wearing my brace when I do things like hike and go to the gym. And so it's allowed me to get back into a lifestyle that I love and to exercise.
So I would say most reputable PTs understand that the glutes need to be strengthened to a certain level in order to support the knee, and that it's a crucial element to getting out of knee pain. But I believe that they focus on the wrong parts of the glute and they never actually build the foundation that's going to support the knee long term. So as far as like advanced glute exercises that you see some guys do like online, like squat universities, you'll see them do like a starfish variation here, or maybe they'll come this way. Okay, it really is a challenging exercise in the glute, and I'm going to explain what the problems are. Or they go and they do like a side variation like this, okay, all for the glutes here. And another thing they do is you'll see trainers online, they'll strap a band around someone's knees, have them squat, or have them do different step downs, okay, to get that part of the glute. And don't get me wrong, doing these exercises is going to offer some support to your knee, okay? You're going to be working the upper head of the glute medius. You're going to be working the glute max. But you're also heavily recruiting your lateral hip rotators and your TFL. So you're training a lot of glute muscles at once, but you're not specifically isolating the right ones. And the key muscle for me is really isolating the glute medius and the glute minimus. And the more you do exercises like I showed you, what happens is those lateral hip rotators start pulling the femur head one way and start taking out a position. Those lateral rotators start to compensate and they start putting more pressure on your knee until you balance them properly with the opposing muscle group, the medial rotators. The glute medius and glute minimus in isolation without the lateral rotators, that's going to pull that hip back into better positioning, which is going to help take full pressure off of the knee. And then allow you to go in and start doing knee over toe exercise like the toe squats. So before we go in to show you the toe squats and the advancements we have for that, what we're going to show you is one of our more advanced glute exercise, okay, it's called the flip up. And when you do this, I want you to use this as a testing tool. And we're going to show you before the exercise where you exactly want to feel it and where the compensations are. And if you're feeling more of the compensations and not the right spot, well, then you know you have a severe glute weakness, and doing exercise like I showed you before in the beginning aren't going to solve your problem. So when you're doing this here, you don't want to feel it through your hip flexor area here. Okay, this would be a compensation. You don't want to feel it high on your glute up here. And you don't want to feel it through your TFL right here. If I squeeze my butt cheek together, that dimple right there, the half moon shape right through here, that's where you want to feel this. And keep in mind, if you're feeling a little bit of the compensations, just a little bit, but you're feeling like 80% in the right area, that's a good start point. When you use this prop with the flip up, makes it a little bit easier to understand the technique. So what I want you to do is just bend your knees like a quarter of the way here. You can have your heels basically in line with the back of the butt, or you can have them a little bit in front so your heels are in line with your heels are right in line with the center of the hip. Either way is good. And what I want you to do is I want you to roll your hip back so it's neutral. And we're going to take the yoga block. We're going to hold it here so that our knees don't touch. At no time do you want to put any pressure onto this yoga block right here. So we're going to put the yoga block like that, no pressure on it. I'm going to touch my big toe to my other toe here. And then I'm just going to flip up right to the top of the other knee. That's it. No higher than that. Just like so. And again, don't put any pressure onto the yoga block. Don't worry about trying to flip up super high. Just flip up right to the top of the knee, just like that. That's all you got to be able to do. No pressure on the yoga block. And try, and if you feel some TFL, just don't come up as high. Maybe you start right here and just stay lower with how high you raise. And as you get better, you can raise it up higher. And a good goal with this is 5 pounds on your ankle, okay? And you could just all you gotta do is flip up to the top of the knee. You don't have to go, if you want to start going a little bit higher than your knee, that's okay. But really the goal is just flip to the top of the knee. That's all you need to be able to do. And if you feel TFL, then just start a little bit lower. You don't have to come up this high. If you struggle with this exercise, what I suggest you do is you could check out our app, or also we have free sample videos of the glute fly knee drop. You start with those first in phase 1, and then in phase 2 we have the flip up and also the wingman to fully correct your glutes and get you out of knee pain. Generally, before we start the toe squats, we also have a really basic wall squat, or if someone has severe knee pain, we start with this lying leg extension here. And we safely build the quad up while we're building the glutes up at the same time. And the farther you put your knees over your toes before the glutes are built up, the more high probability that you're going to re-hurt your knee again. So once the client can do the wall squat at 90 degrees and they pass the glute test, then they're ready to go in and start with the toe squats. And normally with the toe squats, we start with someone with their hands on a chair, and they just go down a little bit where they just feel a tiny little bit of knee pressure. And then as they get better to master this, they have to use weight, no chair, and work themselves up to 20 to 30 pounds. And I don't have the client go extremely low when they're first learning those. And now we're going to show the advancement. So another way I like doing toe squats, once I get the client to about 25, 30 pounds with the regular toe squats. And remember, they're not coming down super low. They're just going to like right about here, and then they're coming up. One of the things I like doing to advance it, you can get anywhere at the gym where you see like a squat rack or any type of machine, usually got about 2-inch thick steel plate, okay? What you can do is you want to get up on your tippy toes. So your weight's on your toes. This just allows you to balance better as I come down here. And then I just come up to here. But now, look at my pressure. See how it's on my toes? But now I can really just concentrate on my quads, burning them out, trying to get my depth, okay, without having to work on balance. So I really like this one here. You can also go behind your back, which makes it a little bit different type of leverage. It's actually even a little harder. Okay, you can use a kettlebell or what have you. This is another great transition from the toe squat once you master all the hip exercises as well.